Good evening, night owls. Welcome back to the show, where the weird, the unexplained, and the downright bizarre find their voice. I'm your host, and tonight, we're diving into some truly out-of-this-world stories. Looks like we've got our first caller. Let's see what they have to say. Hello, you're live on the air.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. This might sound crazy, but I think I saw something that's, impossible to explain.
Impossible to explain? I'm intrigued. Go on, Thomas. The floor is yours.
Okay, so I was driving through the desert late at night near one of those restricted areas, you know, the type. Suddenly my GPS freaked out, and then I swear there was a city, a massive glowing city where there shouldn't be anything at all.
A glowing city in the desert? You sure it wasn't just Las Vegas?
No, this wasn't Vegas. It was silent, empty, and it wasn't there when I drove back the same way the next morning. Here's the kicker. I did some digging, and I think it's connected to the SCP Foundation.
The SCP Foundation, huh? Aren't they just some online creepypasta?
And that's what I thought too, but the things I saw, the city looked like it was being studied. There were strange machines, like they were scanning or building something. Then I spotted these men in black suits. They didn't say a word, but the way they stared at me.
Let me guess, Thomas, you didn't stick around to introduce yourself?
Not a chance. I got out of there fast. But I swear, there's something big going on. And it's not just in the stories we read online.
Well, Thomas, that's a wild ride. Thanks for sharing your story. Whether it's fact or fiction, I'm sure our listeners are just as intrigued as I am. Stay safe out there, my friend. All right, folks, let's take another call. Who's up next? Hello, you're live.
Hi. This is a little hard to talk about, but my brother went missing, and I think the OW Foundation might have something to do with it.
The OW Foundation? That's the group that supposedly studies parallel worlds, right? What makes you think they're involved?
Because of what he told me before he disappeared. He worked for a tech company, and one day he came home saying he saw something in the sky. A rip, like reality was torn apart. He said people from the OW Foundation showed up the next day to clean it up.
A rip in reality? That's quite the claim. Did he tell you anything else?
Yeah. He said they warned him not to talk about it, but he couldn't stop obsessing. He started seeing strange lights, hearing whispers at night. Then one day he just vanished. His car was found, but no trace of him.
And you think the OW Foundation took him?
I don't know, but they're hiding something. I just want my brother back.
Sarah, I'm so sorry for what you're going through. Whatever the truth is, I hope you find answers. Stay strong, okay? And with that, let's take a quick break. Stay tuned, night owls. We'll be back with more stories after this.
Soft rain falls in shadows we hide across the veil where worlds collide. I feel the pull, a whispered sigh, in endless dreams where echoes lie. Ghostly lights on broken stone, we wander here yet not alone. Through hidden doors, beyond the walls, a silent call, the twilight falls. Falling through this endless night, lost in shades of silver light, where nothing stays, where shadows blend, a journey with no end. The air is still, the sound is thin, a place where silence lets us in. Footsteps echo faint and slow in fading realms we used to know. The past is gone, it fades away like autumn leaves, like of silver light, where nothing stays, where shadows blend, a journey with no end, a journey with no end. Through fading light and endless space, we drift along, a slow embrace, a soft refrain, a distant hum. We fall, we fade, till morning comes.
Welcome back, folks. You're listening to the show where the strange becomes stranger and the impossible starts to feel real. We've had some fascinating calls so far, and I've got a feeling the night's only getting started. Let's see who's on the line next. Hello, you're live on the air.
Hey there. I wasn't sure if I should call, but after hearing those last stories, I figured why not. So here's what happened. I saw a black triangle. No, not in the ocean, in the sky, over Black Mesa.
A black triangle, as in a UFO, over the Black Mesa? This is starting to sound like a video game, Mark.
I know how it sounds, but I'm dead serious. I was camping nearby with some friends. We saw this massive triangular object hovering silently in the sky. No lights, no sound, just there.
All right, I'll bite. Did it do anything? Beam up a cow, perhaps?
Funny you should say that. It didn't move at first, but then it tilted like it was scanning the ground. And that's when we heard helicopters, real ones, not whatever that thing was. It took off so fast. It was gone in a blink.
In the helicopters?
They circled the area for hours. We packed up and left. But here's the weirdest part. When I got home, someone had tampered with my car. There were wires hanging out, like someone was looking for something.
Maybe you're just paranoid, Mark, or maybe, someone didn't like what you saw. Either way, thanks for sharing. Stay safe and keep an eye on the sky. All right, time for one last call before we wrap up this segment. Who's next? Hello, you're live.
Hi, I love your show. I never thought I'd call, but I've got something that's been eating at me. I work as a photographer, and I think I have a camera from the future
From the future? Well, that's a new one. What makes you think that?
because of the photos it takes. I bought it at a secondhand shop, nothing special, but when I developed the film, the pictures, they weren't of the places I shot. They were of places I've never been to. And in one of them, there was a logo, a patch of the SCP Foundation.
Okay, Jessica, you've got my attention. What was in the photos?
There was a massive crack in the sky, like the world was splitting apart. People in hazmat suits, machinery I've never seen before, and this giant black sphere hovering above them.
Sounds like the set of a sci-fi movie. Are you sure these aren't just doctored images?
I thought so too, but when I showed them to a friend, she got spooked. She works in tech and said some of the machines looked real, not futuristic, but like experimental prototypes she's heard about.
And the camera? Any idea where it came from?
No idea, but it doesn't work anymore. After the last roll of film, it just stopped. I'm scared to throw it away though. What if someone's looking for it?
Sounds like you've got a mystery on your hands, Jessica. My advice, keep it somewhere safe and maybe don't buy any more secondhand cameras.
I won't. Thanks for letting me share.
Anytime. Thanks for calling, Jessica, and good luck. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. From glowing cities to cameras from the future, it's been a ride. Remember, the truth is out there if you're brave enough to find it. Until next time, keep your eyes on the skies and your feet on the ground. Good night.